All set for round 2 of the Women's Can-Am Series here live from Chula Vista, California. The storms, the rain, the lightning has left the pitch, and we are all set with beautiful clear skies, 72 degrees, and we are ready for USA versus Canada here live on Flow Rugby. Some small changes to the rosters here this afternoon, but both teams, again, looking to take home the glory. Right now, it is the aggregate score that wins this series, so USA down 19-0 going into this match. A lot to play for here. Lots of new faces on this USA squad, a few changes here and there. 6 new faces taking the pitch here, starting the match here for the USA Eagles. On the opposite side for Canada, just a couple of small changes as we are just about ready to get underway here, again live from beautiful suburb of San Diego, Chula Vista, California. It couldn't be any more different than the match that we had just Wednesday morning here. Has beautiful conditions, and we are underway live here for this round 2 of USA versus Canada. This one taken cleanly. Able to spin this one out now. Waters right to that first receiver. And after that first match on Wednesday, some hard charging rush defense from Canada was what we saw. And right now a penalty earned just here a couple minutes into the match. Our referee, Amy Barrett-Theron, the South African native, actually played in the World Cup for South Africa in 2010. The 32-year-old now with the whistle in hand, not rolling away the call there as Canada just a bit too aggressive. And this kick will find touch. So a good little start here for USA. If you recall the previous match back on Wednesday, the Eagles really backed up into their own 22 for the first 10 minutes of the match before Canada was able to come away with the score. Olivia DeMerchant was able to knock that one in the 16th minute. In the 4th minute. This one knocked out. Last touch by Canada, says the AR there on the far side of the pitch. Tim Wilkes coming to you live again here from Chula Vista, California. Eagles had a little bit of trouble. Again, much windier back on Wednesday. Just a 10 mile an hour breeze here from left to right. This one up over the top and a scramble for it here. Nudged forward slightly by USA, but finally corralled here by the Maple Leaves. And a penalty awarded straight away. Strong, hard work there from Bui Baravalala. Able to take that one away, the fly half. Got her hands on the ball, able to poach that one away. Now kick out into touch. We'll set up the Eagles now inside Canada's 22-meter line. First big attacking opportunity here, just a couple minutes gone by. Throw in here from Trader. Keep this one straight. Tried to go deep last time. This time, able to connect straight into a driving maul. Able to work it all the way back. But Canada's strong physicality is right there. And that's Alicia Washington trying to spin out of it. She's met immediately. So another maul set up here. This one's taken down to deck. Must have the ball presented immediately. And there it is, right at the feet here of the Eagles. Look to pick and go here off to the right side of the ruck. 10 meters out now would be huge for USA to get on the board here early. And just 5 minutes gone by here in the match. Pick and goes. One after the other here. Still about 8 meters out. Referee says release, and now we'll spin it out to the backs. Nice little quick hands. That first pass is the most important here for the Eagles with that rush defense from Canada. And they're able to cause all sorts of havoc and take this one away. Little box kick off the back. Taken cleanly now. Now go to attack with Ngannou. Ngannou right at the center of the pitch. Leave that ball there. there for Waters, and a penalty. Offsides the call, as Canada tried to retreat there, but unlucky there from McKinley Hunt. Just got in the way of the pass, could not get out of the path, and we'll have our first option here for U.S. Just about 25 meters out. Almost dead center. We'll see if they decide to go for points here. USA coached by Rob Kane, just about 6 months into his tenure here as the full-time head coach for your USA Women's Eagles. Spent 4 seasons with Saracens women over in England before this. Definitely proved he has the ability to win with younger talent, has an eye for that talent. You can definitely see his hand in things here with a whole lot of young faces on this Eagle squad, trying to gain the experience needed to progress on to the World Cup 2021 and do a little bit better, hopefully reach that podium as they finished 4th back in 2017. Their opposition, Canada, finished 5th. Both teams 2-1 in pool play, but just the extra bonus point for the Eagles got them into the knockout stages. Canada did, again, come away with 5th place. We're going to have a kick here for our first points of the match. It's Baravalala. Look to take this one here. Again, just about 25 meters out. With the strike. Through the uprights and good. Whistle sounds there from Amy Barrett Thiessen. And so your score now, USA 3, Canada 0. So the perfect start for the Eagles here. Again, aggregate score 19-3. Look to get things set off here again. Taylor Black. 19-year-old skies this one up high. Collected nicely here by the Eagles. Straight into contact goes Captain Kate Zachary. Look to spin it. Nice little straight pass off to the outside center. And now into contacts the forwards. Showing their hand in here. Actually, that was Emily Heinrich, the vice captain, making her presence felt. Usually takes at least one to get her down. And now Alicia Washington spins one out to the far side of the pitch. Sarah Levy into contact, splits the defense, and she is through for the try. USA, just like that, comes right back, and they now lead the match here, 8-0. What work from the Eagles. Just a quick little pass to the outside. Big hug there from Alicia Washington to Sarah Levy, and that takes USA again creeping right back into this one. They were hoping to put some points on the board in the previous match. Again, shut out 19-0. Again, this Can-Am series is aggregate score for the champion. And right now, on the aggregate, it is 19-8 in favor of Canada. A lot left to play for here. Struck the first one true, looking to do the same here. Kick up and good, flags go up, and that takes our score now 10-0. Still under 10 minutes gone by in the first half of action, and already the Eagles looking much different than they did last Wednesday. As they are taking it to the Canadians here to start. Again, 10-0 your score, 19-10 the aggregate score between the two matches. Let's kick here from Taylor Black to get us going again. Just exact placement as her previous one. This slight knock on there. Referee said it went sideways or straight back, so we'll continue to play on. Little break there for the Eagles as Nick James gets into the action. Takes it into contact. As you can see, though, a high tackle there up over the shoulders. So good effort from the captain, Olivia DeMerchant. But a penalty awarded there for the high tackle. But as you can see, Canadians are going to be coming out quick with that rush defense, looking to attack that first receiver for USA. And in the second half last Wednesday, they did a much better job of making that first pass a little bit quicker, trying to get out of the strike zone there from the rush defense. It's Katie Benson now takes a knee. 27-year-old from Buffalo, New York. Able to shake this one off. She is good to go.
Is that better?
It's time back on now. So after the penalty here for the high tackle, it'll be Baravalala with the kick, looking for touch. This one right on that line, saved on the far side of the pitch, but ends up getting knocked out into touch by Canada. So, line out here for the Americans. Did go deep. Their last two line outs. Successful only on the second. Nick James comes over, gives the call. Approach. Straight to the back here. This one just off the fingertips. Advantage being played there. Knock on, said the referee. So we'll come back to that knock on as that ball was not coming out of the back of the ruck. And we'll have a scrum down to the Canadians. Maple Leafs led by Sandra Fiorino. Fiorino has been in charge back since May of 2018. Also the Sevens Academy head coach before that, and has actually been with Canada since 2011. So he has seen a lot of the talent that has come up through the ranks here for the Maple Leafs over the last 10 years or so.
It's stuck in.
And maybe has that, year advantage over Coach Rob Kane. Kind of checking on some of the talent and stuff. I think you kind of see that from the rosters that we have here today is, again, just 1 or 2 changes for Canada, but 5 or 6 new changes for the USA Eagles as they are still looking to develop and get some experience for all of the ladies out here today. And really build things up again for World Cup 2021 in New Zealand. Brianna Miller, 24-year-old.
Okay.
Just to put this one in here. Referee Amy Barathron trying to get a handle on things. Goes straight to deck. Sees the Canadians as the offender here, pulling down that scrum. It's another big penalty here for U.S. At the 10-meter line of Canada. Baravalala looked to kick this one into touch. Past the 22-meter line and sets up the Eagles again in big-time scoring position. Last time inside Canada's 22, they were able to come away with 3. Already up by 10, looking for more now. Throw to the middle, taken cleanly by the Americans. Getting straight into that maul. Canada was able to stifle it before. There's the first warning to use it by the referee as it has come to a stop. Nick James with it here in the back. Use it again, and Waters is going to fish this one out of there. Pass just off the mark, but it's scooped up here cleanly by neighbor Bonte. Into contact, lifted off the ground. And now Canada comes in, reinforcement securing that ball. We do have a maul here. Will more than likely be a turnover unless Canada's able to come away with it they're not. That ball was not coming out. Because it was not made immediately available out of the maul, it will be a scrum down to the Canadians. So a couple of misplays there from the Americans. Waters just going to need to make sure she's a little bit more direct with those passes. Just past the outstretched arms of Baravalala last time.
Yeah, just watch the way.
His neighbor Bonte, again, into contact there. Canada did a good job holding her up and securing the ball. Right now it's a put into the scrum here for Canada. Miller sets this one up. Bit of a drive there. They go to take it weak side around the edge. Nice little offload out there to the wing. As Faris into contact. We'll see that a lot from the Canadians using Fabiola Forteza. They're 8-man on those pick and goes off of the scrums. Worked very well for them on Wednesday. And a good 10-15 meters of possession there on that last one. USA on the counterattack now. Nice little stutter step. Finds support. There's Heinrich into contact now. Center of the pitch. Just inside Canada's 10-meter line, but this one's taken away. Couldn't quite tell how that one creeped out the back of the ruck, but the Canadians are happy it did so. Now they're here on the near side of the pitch. Into contact. Good counter ruck by Heinrich. Canadians able to pull this one out. Miller. Forward pack. Rumble in there from Captain Olivia de Merchant. 28-year-old. Been playing for Canada since 2013. Trying to use her experience to will the Canadians to victory here today. There's a burst of speed on the outside, but it's Faris taken down. Strong defense from the wing there. I believe that was Levy. Was able to make that tackle. Canada in possession here. 15 minutes gone by here in the first half. Canada down 10-0. Again, aggregate score between the two matches will decide the Can-Am Series champion. Right now we sit at 19-10 in favor of Canada. Here's a burst around the near side of the pitch. All the way to the outside. Madison Grant, one to beat. Cannot do it. Down 5 meters in front of the try line here. Little pick and go. Trying to get support to arrive there for the Canadians. Here come the rest of the forwards. Pick and drive. Some strong defense from USA last week. And right now they're able to get over and in for the score. So Canada is able to respond after a shaky first 10-12 minutes or so. And they get on the board here with their first try of the match. Strong work from the Canadian pack there as they were able to burst down the near side here with Madison Grant taking that one on. Also Janice Levinsky was able to really start that one, the 5'8" player. Master's in Occupational Therapy at Queen's University. As this Canadian squad getting all of the fantastic young talent coming out of the U Sports. Will be Brianna Miller. Look to strike this one through. 2 for 3 on conversions back on Wednesday. Getting much more wind in the first match. Just about a 10-mile-an-hour breeze. Here in a beautiful 72-degree day in Chula Vista, California. Again, thank you so much for joining us. Whether you're in Canada, America, or around the globe, thank you again. This kick looks good, up and through. So just like that, the Canadians are able to come back with 7 points of their own. Bring this one back to a 3-point match. Almost midway through the first half of action here. And your aggregate score now, 26-10. Still a long ways to go here for the Eagles. This one deep kick now. Pins Canada back here. And they'll have to kick to relieve some pressure. I don't think this one's going out into touch. Saved here on the near side of the pitch. Well done there by Katie Johnson. Into contact. 2016 Olympian. Shows good hands here on the near side of the pitch. And now USA trying to get that one out. But again, the rush defense just stifles everything. Pushes them about 10 meters back behind the gain line. Now Waters inside her own half. Look to reset things here. Nice little charge through. Benson with it. Now Nick James asking for it. She'll take it into contact. Lean forward for a couple. Now it's spinning on the near side. Strong hands all the way out. Nice little inside pass. Make about 5 meters or so here on this one. Still fighting for possession. Here's Janine Duncan on the near side. Waters able to pull that one out of there and start things back again for the Eagles. Into contact now, Sommer. Things slowing down a little bit. Too slow, says the referee. Canada with hands in. And just would not let that ball come out of there. Again, once that ruck's formed, both players, offense and defense, must release the ball. Canada did not do so there, so a penalty awarded for the U.S. 40 meters out. Too far here for the kick. Ravalala, so she'll look to kick for touch. And the Eagles some possession here, about 5 meters outside the 22-meter line now, as they look to attack again. This field finally dried up. You still see some of the dead grass there. The major puddles that these players had to deal with this past Wednesday. Much better surface and conditions out here. Look to go deep again. 1 for 4 on the line out so far is U.S. It's Canada now. Look to take this one out from their own 22-meter line. Big run through and a burst all the way to midfield. Offload. Kind of fell out of hand, though. Strong run there from Alicia Corrigan. Earned her first cap last year. Looking to make something happen here now. Pass over the top there for Miller. Hits the deck. Canada's still able to retain possession. Now it's knocked on. USA ball in hand. We'll take it straight into contact here, looking to set something up. Inside again with the forwards, right over midfield. You see that charging defense there from Canada. Disrupting things again for the Eagles. This time it's Hingano just going to take this one right into contact. Alicia Washington. Got to be careful with the obstruction there. She went around Nick James. Nothing too terrible, says the referee. And we play on now. USA ball in hand for the last minute or so. Not really making any meters, so they'll kick it over the top with the box kick. This one fielded cleanly here on the near side. They look to take her out, but a good job staying inbounds. It's Madison Grant. Then USA is able to take out Lavalley and earn themselves another line out here. This has been an important part of the match. USA really needs to connect on some of these lineouts. They've already lost 2 right near the 22-meter line. Attacking 22-meter lines. They're looking to make something happen now. Again, this is a strong Canadian defense. Coach Rob Kane knows that if they are to progress into the top 4 of the world, they've got to focus on the small details because all of those come into play. Now off the top, taken cleanly, and they're able to swing it all the way out to the outside. Here's Heinrich. Last little pass over to Levy. She's got the speed, already scored one try, looking to stretch the legs, and gets in for her second of the match. USA able to beat that rush defense, swinging it all the way to the outside, and they get their second try of the match just like that. After scoring no points in the first match in the rain and the wind here in Chula Vista, California, it is a different story here for the Eagles tonight. Take it now 15-7. What a run there from Levy. 23-year-old, her second cap here. New York Rugby Club. Captain of the Northeast Women's Rugby. Had 10 tries this past year in the WPL. See Rob Kane, USA Rugby head coach, and the whole staff, Emily Bidwell and all, definitely scouring the country for the best talent. You do have to give Canada a bit of an advantage, as Fiorino has had an extra year to kind of identify some of that talent. But things really starting to work out here for the Eagles. Not an easy kick here for Baravalala. All the way from the corner. Doesn't quite strike it as well as she had hoped. Off the mark, no good, but the score remains 15-7 in favor of the U.S. Sarah Levy, the speedster, showing off the skills here. She's been able to streak down the sideline twice so far here in this match. An aggregate score is what will win the Can-Am series. Right now we sit at 26-15. This one knocked on straight away. Just out of the hands there of Letty Hingano. So a little more pressure here now from Canada after the error. You definitely see the passing has been tuned up a notch here for the Eagles. Just a great experience for them to all be together out here at the Olympic Training Facility. Beautiful pitch here in Chula Vista Elite Athlete Training Center. Referee looking to set things. Things getting a little bit sloppy yet again. In the first match between these two back on Wednesday, it's Canada with the hugely dominant scrum. Haven't seen as big of a drive and so far today, and actually USA already winning a penalty. And for the Canadians, I'd like to pick and go with the 24-year-old Fabiola Forteza, 8-man off the back. Normally how they like to get things moving off the scrum. Went weak last time. Set up. And goes strong. It's a good push from Canada. No look to spin it out there from Miller. Ball in hand all the way to the outside now. Strong little skip pass from Taylor Black. USA does a good job defensively, fringing all the way out to the outside. Coming up for another big hit. Look to take it weak. Bit of a gap there. Able to close that one up. Strong tackle from Neighbor Bonte, able to get into the action there on defense. Skip pass. Out to the backs here. There goes Corrigan. Around the defense, splits them. And she is able to take it all the way in herself. Had two players in support here on the near side. Did not need them. Alicia Corrigan got her first cap back in November of 2018. Member of the Acadia Axewomen. Able to strike here for the Canadians. Brings our score back 15-12. Things definitely opening up a little bit here. Getting after just 3 tries In the entire match on Wednesday, we've already seen 4 here. Again, thank you so much for joining us. Tremendous action out here in Chula Vista, California.
They didn't make the conversion yet. They get 5 for the try. Oh, okay.
Brianna Miller was able to strike her first one through from about the same spot. See if she can go 2 for 2 here. The approach for this one just off to the left, no good. So your score remains 15-12 here in favor of the Eagles. Again, both these clubs sitting in good position. World rankings has Canada at number 4, USA at number 5. Of course, with New Zealand, England, and France in the top 3. And nipping on USA's heels, Australia and Italy just a couple of points back. So a very important match here. USA can come through and actually come away with the series win here. They might be able to creep back a little bit closer, but need a strong performance after Wednesday's 19-0 loss in order to hold strong. Kick off the top here. Just over the jumper there from Canada. Able to retain possession, though, as Madison Grant has it. This one squirts out the side of the ruck. USA is able to get possession now. Waters looks to spin it. Take it straight into contact here. There's the second phase. Up the side there, look to spin it all the way out. No, decide to take it into contact instead. It's Heinrich. Thought twice about that one. Made the smart decision just to take it into contact. Live to fight another day here. Strong counter ruck from Canada. But USA is able to get it out. Washington, nice little flip pass. Now into contact goes Duncan. Waters gonna make something happen here. Urgent pass goes astray. USA is able to retain now. Bravalala all the way to the outside. Dangerous pass. Big collision there. Canada did knock that one on. Was not intentional. She was going for the catch. Got in there in a little collision. So USA, again, a little bit slow on those passes as Canada is continuing to play that big rush defense, coming up and trying to make that tackle behind the gain line. And either you power straight through the gut of the defense and just take it into contact and make your own path, or try to work it out as they did with their second try. Got hands all the way to the outside and then found Sarah Levy streaking down for the score. So now, as we sit, about 10 minutes left to play here in the first half of action. USA up by 3. Again, still down by 16 in the aggregate after their 19-0 defeat on Wednesday. Strong push from Canada, but a big hold here from the Americans. Able to pull this one out the back. Nice little show and go into contact. As Johnson ended up leaving that one behind. And now, here goes Heinrich. As Heinrich into contact, fights off multiple defenders, gets about 10 there. Now, quick kick over the top from Bravalala. This one's taken cleanly, though. As Tessier makes easy work of that kick. It's the right idea. Just could not find space with that one. Canada now looking to make something happen inside their own half here. Ball in hand, they'll look to swing it all the way to the outside. A couple of good little offloads. Trying to test the defense, look to go over the top there. Get it out to Faris. Support was there for the ruck. Now a little line break. Canada 20 meters down in the last couple of phases. Really starting to click here. Nice little quick pass. Get around the rush defense, and now they attack here on the near side. Try score, pass it all the way out to the near. Into contact goes Grant. This one off the hands, though, and it will be a knock-on. So a huge break there for the Americans, as Canada was really starting to charge there. Offense really starting to click here for the Maple Leaves. Coach Rob Kane must be pleased. A lot less mistakes, a few less knock-ons than we saw in the first match. Still some work to do with the lineouts, but it's those unforced errors, turnovers, that are the big killers in a big-time international match like this. Got to be able to control those. Now with an opportunity for USA to put into the scrum here. Front row, Benson, Trader, and James. Catherine Trader, the hooker. Her first start in a test match, second cap. And in there with Benson and James. Some experience there with her. Benson, the most cap player currently out on the pitch for USA. Able to retain possession off the back of the scrum here. Inside their own 22. Let's see what sort of exit strategy we'll go with. Into contact the first time. Just going to pick and drive. Slow things down a bit here to probably set up the kick back behind. Waters there, the scrum half, ushering the forwards in a couple more times here now. Able to make a meter that time. Kick, Paravalala able to get this one off. Taken cleanly here on the near side by Grant. Grant cuts back in. Now takes it into contact. Miller starts things again here for the Canadians. 10 meters outside the 22-meter line. Start their attack again. Here's a burst through from the prop. Menon scored a try in the last match. She breaks through. Taken down just short, but she's able to reach forward for the score. So what was a 10-0 advantage for the Americans has now been flipped as Canada takes the lead, 17-15 here. So again, Canada really starting to click on the offensive end, and that time it was Dalika Menin who was able to come around the corner, broke through one tackle, and then had nobody there on the far side of the pitch to stop her. Fullback there made an effort at the end, but Menin was too much. Vulcan, Alberta native. Again, had a try in the first match back on Wednesday. Able to get her second here in a strong showing there for the 24-year-old. Show that she had the burst. Be able to get that through. 200-pound prop with wheels. Brianna Miller looks to take the kick up and through. So just like that, 19-15 your score. As Canada has already put up their full total from Wednesday. Up on the board here with 19. 5 minutes left to play here in the first half of action. And USA with the ability to strike from anywhere on the pitch as well. And has the skill to be able to come from behind to win matches, as we saw back at the Super Series in July. The U.S. down 18-8 in the second half, as they were able to reel off 12 unanswered to come away with the 20-18 victory. Need some of that magic here as the kick goes deep. Taken cleanly by Tessier. The kick does not find touch. Beautiful save there by Katie Johnson. Second time we've seen a tremendous take there from the U.S. 8-man. This one's taken out of there, not releasing the call. They went into contact. Again, the tackler must release. Did not. And so a penalty earned here for the Eagles. Right at the 10-meter line. Look to kick this one into touch. Gain some possession here. As they look to retake the lead here, down by 4. Strong kick, takes them about 10 meters out. Huge. The USA can come away with points here. Just a couple minutes left to play in the first half. So Nick James gives the final words there to Trader. It's time to the middle jumper. Full line out there. All forward pack involved now. They do have that one back. Referee tells Canadians need to peel off the side there. This one looks like it's possibly tied up in there. Went to deck. It must be presented immediately. They're able to get it out of there and continue on now. USA with it. Spinning it all the way out to the far side. This one out past the hands, and now a dangerous little counterattack opportunity for Canada. So USA only 10 meters out. Able to bobble that one away. Kick over the top. Taken with ease. Well done there by Hingano into contact. Waters spins back out again. Nice little outside pass to Alicia Washington. Fends off one across the 22-meter line. Straight into contact there against the fullback. And now U.S. ball in hand looking to do something with it. Catherine Trader. 10 meters out now are the Eagles. Take this one again. Sommer. Waters over to James. James leans forward for a couple more. Dublin, Texas native, showing off the strength. Former powerlifter. Powerlifting state champion, that is. Now again, just a meter out here are the Eagles. Piece of headgear flying off there. USA still in possession now. Pick and go now. Off the side. Canada definitely ready for that one. USA had 4 chances back on Wednesday where they either were held up or knocked it on right over the line. And this one is taken away by Tessier. She's got a burst of speed across the 22. Corralled here looking for support. Just takes it into contact, does the smart thing there. Support arrives to ruck her out. Now Canada looking to make something happen here. Counterattack against a bit of an open defense. As the Hooter sounds, continue to play on. Penalty advantage, it looks like here, being called by the referee. Possible offsides there. Again, advantage still being played here. But Canada looking to make something happen without it. But the errant pass will have us come back to the penalty here. So we are into extra time. Next stoppage will be the end of the first half. But if you're Canada, it's been a highly contested first period of action here, so we'll see if they decide to just go into the break, possibly continue on here and try to tack on a few more. Tessier with the kick. To touch. And so they'll have a line out here about 28 meters out. It's time off for just a sec. See the captain there, Kate Zachary, a 30-year-old from Wichita, Kansas. Get those boots tied up again. Going through the rosters and looking over everything. One of the best things that I was able to find is just all of the talent coming from all over the place here for the U.S., whether they're equestrian to cheerleading to basketball to soccer. All these athletes coming together here, using those backgrounds to get the Eagles the advantage now, down by 4, looking to make something happen. It's Canada, ball in hand across the 22-meter line. Strong run there from Faris. Go into contact.
Now we get in, guys. 4-4.
About 12 meters out, they'll look to go weak. And it's Tessier, around 2. But a penalty awarded there. Seemed to possibly go around her own player there. Obstruction the call, says our referee, Barrett Thurn. And backed up in their own end. We'll see if the Eagles decide for a quick tap and then kick it out. They do so, and that will end the first half of action. 40 minutes played, Canada 19, USA 15. We'll have the second half of action and much more here live on Flow Rugby right after the break. Welcome back. Thank you so much to our sponsors and to you at home for watching round 2 of the Can-Am series live here on Flow Rugby. As we are underway here in the second half, Bo Baravalala with the kick, taken center of the pitch here by the Canadians in the all-black jerseys, the red trim. USA again, the all-white, red numerals, and navy blue trim. Tim Wilkes taking you through all of the action here live from beautiful Chula Vista, California. Chula Vista Elite Athlete Training Center. It's an excellent first half of action. Has us in position for a great finish here. And right now it's taken into contact. Well done there by Hingano. Right back to midfield. Extra little pass goes off the mark there. Back says the referee. Continue to play on now. There's a huge fend. Right in the center of the pitch. Well done from Baravalala. Showing the strength and the agility to pass that one off. Right back in for another. This time corralled immediately by the Canadians. Errant pass off the back, off the face, and knocked forward. So again, our score, 19-16 for just joining us. Both teams with a strong first half of action. Really things opening up much more so than they did on Wednesday in the rain, wind, and then eventually lightning that ended that match a couple of minutes early. It was a 19-0 victory for Canada there. They've duplicated that score again with 19 back up on the board here in just the first half of action. But still a long ways to go here in round 2 of the Can-Am series. An aggregate score will decide our champion of the series here this week. Strong little push there from USA. But it's taken out the back cleanly here by Miller. Spinning all the way outside. Tessier with the big looping pass all the way over here to Faris. Faris into contact. Across midfield. And the Canadians had a couple of quick tries there to end the first half. It's really started to click with ball in hand. And right now they're able to catch US with nobody home on the far side of the pitch. Nice little offload to more empty space. Beautiful little cutback. And Canada is in for the score. So strong work there from the Maple Leaves right off the bat. I believe that was Gillian Bogue with the try there. Only 5'4", but she was able to streak all the way down the sideline for the score. Extends the lead here for Canada, 24-16. So just like that, the Canadians are able to get back on the board. And as I said, they're in the end of the first half. They really started to click with their passing, really starting to put USA under some pressure as they were able to get the ball wide yet again there. And although Eagles scrambled there defensively, just were unable to stop the Canadians. It's a kick here from Brianna Miller. Up and good. Takes our score now 26-15. Just a few minutes gone by here in the second half of action. And the USA has been down like this before and been able to come away with a victory. So we're down by 10 to Canada. Reeled off 12 unanswered to come away with the win back in July in the Super Series. So they look to replicate that here. It's again down by 9 here. Lost by 19 back on Wednesday. So it takes that aggregate score. They're down by 28 right now. But it would still be huge for the Eagles if they were able to come away with 2 out of 3 wins against Canada here in 2018. Would be massive for this squad as they look to build for the 2021 World Cup down in New Zealand. Kick taken cleanly here by Canada. They'll rumble forward here. It's Emma Taylor gets into the action. It's a substitute with her first touch of the match. Little kick up over the top. Looking for the streaking Faris. It's corralled nicely there. Good job, Baravalala, able to come away with it. Alicia Washington into contact, but she's driven back here. Strong tackle there from Lavalley. Waters just with a quick pass into contact. There goes Zachary. It's the captain, unable to make anyone miss, and they'll just take it slow here. Look back with the kick, and Bowie able to sky this one across, but it's taken there by Miller. Miller over to Tessier, all the way to the far side now. Madison Grant gets taken down well there. Strong tackle, but now they'll look to try the weak side of the pitch. Strong defense from the Eagles stifles that attack. The offloads aplenty here for Canada as they now march their way down the pitch yet again. This one out the back. Not forward, says the referee. We'll play on. Boom. The nice little offload there to Taylor. And keeping things moving here for Canada. Spill this one off the back. Boom again to Taylor. 2 locks getting it done. And then a burst through from Taylor Black. 1 to beat. Skips around the final defender. And she is over for the try. So 2 tries in the first 7 minutes of the match here for Canada. Strong work there from Taylor. And also Boom doing the dirty work. Getting to the outside for the score here for the Maple Leaves. USA really needs to keep working hard here on the defensive end. See Canada just attacking with multiple support each and every time and just really getting USA out of position. Again, 31-15 your score. Long way to go here. But still not settled yet. USA has had a lot to say about this one still, I'm sure. Right now, kick being lined up by Brianna Miller. Takes her time here. Get about 30 seconds to a minute. Gives your team a breather. As we see Americans conversing here in the tri-zone. This one taken cleanly, and it's up and through. So Canada stretching out now to a 33-15 lead with a couple of quick tries. The U.S. will hope to pin them deep here, possibly. It has been all Canada here in the second half of action thus far. And the U.S. made a few changes from Wednesday. Things really started to link up as Sarah Levy was able to burst down the sideline on the far side of the pitch twice for tries for U.S. Nice high kick. It's Canada able to take this one under no pressure. They'll go into contact there with Lavalley. Nice little offload yet again to Taylor. As the two locks linking up again and again. Now out to the backs. Strong defense stifles that attack. Good work by Heinrich with the tackle. Canada again into contact, and again the locks working together all the way up to the 10-meter line. Look to spin it. Across the dummy runner, now out to the far side of the pitch. Streaking down the wing. One to beat, and a strong tackle on the defensive end. Good work by Hilgano. But it's Canada again on the front foot. Almost all the way to the 22-meter line as they are making meters left and right. This one stripped away. Strong effort there from Strasko. She picks that one out of the air. And now the Eagles look to move from their own 10-meter line. Waters with it here. Quick pass, but met behind the gain line. Strong tackle from Canada's captain, DeMerchant. She was able to come up and meet the Eagles immediately there off the pass. And yet again, the Eagles lost about 5 meters from when they first gained possession. They'll look to keep it in close here with a couple of pick and drives. Just retain possession. Alicia Washington there on the back, directing traffic. It's meter by meter we go now. So phase after phase here for the Eagles, but yet again, the pass just not quick enough as it was collected there by Baravalala, and then she was directly taken to deck. Advantage being played here. Did not see if it was a penalty advantage or just a scrum, and it will be a penalty advantage. Offsides the call from our South African referee, Amy Barrett-Theron, 32-year-old. He's a 2010 World Cup athlete. So Alicia Washington is getting a look here from the trainer. Washington, the 6', 200-pound Hamden, Connecticut native. Plays her rugby with New York Rugby. Went to UConn and was a 2-time college All-American. She is back up and ready to rock and roll. 22nd cap here for Alicia Washington. She's ready for more action. Now Baravalala look to kick this one into touch. Honolulu, Hawaii native. And San Diego Surfer takes that one out into touch. Baravalala also part of the 2016 Olympic team for the U.S. This U.S. team definitely missing some of the top premier athletes for the Eagles squad. A couple of people still playing overseas at WBC World 7 Series. But the athletes we do have out here on the pitch definitely giving it their all. Down by 18 though, and there's a pass taken away just like that. Canada on the front foot. Sophie Degoudi all the way in for the score. Just the great vision by Deguti, was able to take that one clean, and the 2018 U Sports Player of the Year comes away with more points here for Canada as they stretch their lead now 38-15 with 3 unanswered tries here in the second half. In the first 14 minutes here of the second half, all Canada. Coach Rob Kane just need to rally the troops here. Each player knows what needs to be done. He's got to make sure all the details are carried through. Easy kick this time here for Miller.
If you can't.
And smoothly places that one between the uprights. Extends the lead now 40-15 for Canada. So the U.S. was able to do well, keep ball in hand for as long as possible.
1 second on camera 1.
Then off the line out, losing possession, and just like that, the Maple Leafs are able to strike yet again. Again, if you're just joining us, it was a 19-15 match at halftime, but has been all Canada ever since, and right now this one's taken cleanly. Straight into contact go the Canadians, past a couple of defenders, and then left behind. Knock-on advantage being played here for U.S. Strong run. Zachary into contact there. Wrestles off the defense. Now goes Duncan. Waters. A little quick pass over to the outside. Jacoby into the match with her first carry. An action of the game, and now split the defense there from Baravalala. She goes around the fullback, and she is in for the score. Bowie Baravalala from Hawaii diving through the defense, and she is in for the U.S.'s first try of the second half here. We'll come back now just a 20-point deficit, 40-20 your score. And Bowie showing the skills there, the Rio Olympian. Showing that she's got the talent to take it through. Took that one off the back and was just able to make one miss and showed a tremendous burst of speed to split the defense and then come around the corner of the fullback and in for the score. Baravalala with the opportunity to strike this one through. Right between the posts, or just off to the left here, but still a fairly simple kick. Canada is able to chase as soon as first movement. Trying to get Baravalala's heart racing a bit, but she's able to strike that one true. And put up another 2 for the Eagles now, 22-40 your score. Just proof this Eagles team's quick strike ability. They're able to keep ball in hand after the turnover there. Just a couple of phases later, Bowie's able to take it to the house. A couple more substitutions now for the Eagles as Alicia Washington comes off. I believe that was Hingano getting off the pitch as well. That means Frida Fatu into the match, number 19 for the U.S. Get that other player as soon as possible. As we restart things here. Almost midway through the second half of action. Round 2 of the Women's Can-Am Series. USA lost the first match 19-0. Looking to make something happen here now. This one's taken off the back there by Ashley Berg. Berg, your new scrum half. They're able to split the defense here. Strong run by Gabby Cantorna. And now the Eagles looking to take it weak. Across the 10-meter line, steps around the defense, over midfield. Now back Back to her feet goes Duncan. But loses the ball forward. Bit greedy there. Possibly could have waited for support, but you gotta love the aggression. This one's kicked through. Advantage was gained by Canada. It was over. So now the U.S. looking to scramble and make something happen. Canada able to retreat all the way inside their own 5-meter line. They'll pick and go a couple of times here. Try and give themselves a little bit of breathing room. U.S. down by 18. They can steal a try here. It would be huge and go a long way into their comeback approach here. More pick and goes here for Canada. So more than likely look to set up Tessier back behind. But for right now, more than happy. Continue on with the pick and goes. They've made a few meters here. Give themselves a little bit of breathing room. Now the pass from Miller. Back to Tessier. She looks to find touch. Is unable to do so. Here goes Duncan into contact. 10 meters out now. Did a great job hanging on to that one this time. And now looking to charge through are the Eagles. Just trying to find the right strategy here. They'll go pick and go now. As Ashley Berg decided to bring the forwards in. That ball was out. They came around the side, but only because that ball was out. A couple of quick passes, possibly forward there across the 22-meter line, but we play on. Over midfield now goes Canada. Into contact, solid tackle. But just like that, Canada is able to relieve pressure. Now Josephson into the match here at scrum half for the Canadians. She'll look to take this one weak. Lots of numbers here on the near side of the pitch. But a strong tackle from Baravalala stifles that attack. Some dangerous offloads in the tackle here for the Maple Leafs, but they are able to work it down the pitch. And then it finally comes back to bite them. Now taken cleanly here from Bogue. Into contact, beautiful little offload. Final pass just off the mark. And we'll have a knock on there. So Canada almost had a big opportunity there to strike back quickly here, but it is the U.S. that will have a scrum down here inside their own 22-meter line. 18 minutes left to play here in the second half of action. Again, thank you so much for joining us live here on Flow Rugby. My name's Tim Wilkes, taking you through all the action here this afternoon. Just a beautiful day, 72 degrees, clear skies, about a 5-10 mile an hour wind from left to right. But other than that, just night and day compared to what we had Wednesday morning as we were looking at thunder and lightning. And again, that match was canceled or was closed down about 2 minutes early due to some lightning out there. We moved it up from 2 p.m. to 11 just to make sure that we were able to get as much of that in as possible. But a much different day here on a beautiful Sunday afternoon in Chula Vista, California, as clear skies have given way to a lot of open rugby. 40-22 your score. It's Canada with 3 tries here in the second half. Referee Amy Barrett Thornton from South Africa wants to have a quick chat with the front row here. Lots of subs into the match now. Both coaches looking to get as much playing time as possible for so many different athletes out here today. So again, we work our way to World Cup 2021 in New Zealand. Ashley Berg, her 4th cap from Harriman, Utah, puts this one into the scrum, taken off the back, but we'll come back to a penalty here. Just a free kick awarded that time. So in the scrum, things getting a little crazy in there. We'll come back for another one here. is again a free kick, different from the full arm penalty, as they'll decide to take the scrum down now. Inside their own 22 still. Barrett Theron gives her final words before we have it down again. Berg and Catherine Johnson, their final communication now. USA's scrum has been much better than Wednesday. As we've seen a strong drive, haven't been able to steal against the head, but also have not been losing too many of their own. So definitely a plus. It's really fun to see how much work these teams can do here together in Chula Vista, California for the full week, couple of weeks, as they're able to train and really get to know each other's strengths, weaknesses, and really come together as a team here. And we've seen a much better match from the Eagles here. They were shut out in the first match against Canada, but now 22 points up on the board. Berg puts this one in, able to retain possessions. Johnson spins that one out the back. Baravalala finds some open real estate here. Nice little take. Tessier looking to come around the side. Kicks that one back through. We'll see if they let this one trickle all the way into goal. Have to scoop it up and turn back on the attack now. So Baravalala tried to let that one trickle all the way into the try zone, but it would not do it for her. And so now USA pinned back 6 meters away from their own try line. They'll pick and go a couple of times, give themselves some breathing room. As Baravalala sets up for the kick there back behind. But it's stolen away by Canada. Canada looking to convert here, and they are able to do so. So just like that, they're able to come away with the poach and convert it with the try. So USA got to keep their heads high now. Down 45-22. In a truly dominant second half of action here for Canada. 14 minutes left to play here in the match. A 23-point lead. Just about safe to say. Now with a 42-point aggregate lead in the Can-Am Series. Canada should be able to come away with the victory. And really great to see just that these teams have more opportunities at it. They've already played. U.S. have more matches in the last 18 months than they have played the entire break between 2014 and the 2017 World Cup. So more matches. Coach Rob Kane wants to get about 5 to 7 test matches a year for these ladies. Able to evaluate talent and really get the best 15 out there on the pitch. Kick here from Irene Petrinos. She was able to score back on Wednesday with the try. Kicks this one up and through. Stretching the lead now. Canada 47, USA 22. Not a bad way to spend a Sunday here in beautiful Southern California. Picturesque mountains in the background there. USA looking to turn things around in this match on a high note. It's Baravalala with the kick to restart things. Nice high ball. Taken up in the air by the jumper that time. Deguti. Able to come away with it. This one between the legs of the attacker. USA now ball in hand. 22 meters out. Berg takes it out of there. Nice little stutter step. Zachary, the captain, takes it into contact. Now Berg looks to go in herself. Didn't see Waters do that much in the first half. Berg not afraid of the contact. Now we'll pick it out of there. It's Benson. Takes on a couple of defenders. Now Zachary, the captain, quick little pass, but that one's knocked on. Dangerous pass there as contact was approaching. And the pass from Zachary just a bit too late off the hands. And so we'll have a scrum down here for Canada as they look to get this one out of their own half. Again, looking through the rosters here today, such a great thing to see just so many athletes that were just introduced to the sport on a whim, either a college roommate or brother or sister, aunt or uncle taking them out to the pitch. And then, of course, the sport does the rest, gets them hooked. I've seen so many great athletes out here, so always remember, bring that friend to practice with you as we look to grow the sport here in North America, not just in the U.S., but Canada as well, as you can really see what these two teams have done over the last 10 years or so. Again, 4th-ranked Canada and 5th-ranked U.S. in World Rugby rankings. Again, after the 2 losses here in the Can-Am Series, U.S. with Australia and Italy nipping at their heels. Big kick, taken cleanly. Now back over the top goes Baravalala. Return kick is taken, but U.S. offsides there on the kick. They did not retreat in time. Again, when that kick's made by Baravalala, everybody else in front of her is offsides and must retreat. They did not. And now it's Canada with ball in hand over the 10-meter line now. 10 minutes left to play. Scoop this one out. Take it into contact. There's a burst through the line. Nelson with it. She gets shoved back now. Strong defense there from the U.S. It's Canada still in possession now. Pull this one out. Josephson. Beautiful little inside ball. Not forward, says the referee. We play on. Tessier gets it back. That one possibly spotted by the AR here on the near side. The forward inside pass there. As Canada, just like that, shows how quickly they can break things open. Katie Benson takes a seat here. Again, about 10 minutes left to play in the second half. If you're just joining us, we sat at 15-19 at half, but it has been all Canada here in the second. Reeling off 28 points. U.S. did get a try of their own, thanks to the strong solo work from Baravalala. Back in about the 65th minute of action. But right now, final word here, as we are just about to get back underway yet again. Again, this USA Rugby squad missing 2 of the 3 try scorers that were able to dot it down back in the previous match of the season, or excuse me, back in July of this past year at the Super Series, missing Alev Kelter and Chris Thomas, both of which again playing in the WBC 7 Series. A great opportunity for so many young athletes out here on the pitch this afternoon. The crowd gets behind them here. Benson will step off the pitch. Again, in her 23rd cap. So the U.S. will have it here off the restart. Penalty here for the high tackle. Bowie with the kick. Able to find touch. Solid kick there. The U.S. would be just about 6-7 meters away from midfield now. Have seen a little bit better effort in the lineouts for the U.S. here ever since the first about 15 minutes or so, as they struggled, losing 3 of 4 to open the match. definitely tightened things up. And primarily been using the middle jumper. This one over the outstretched arms, but it's taken here. Big burst through Zachary. Nice little offload. This one now kicked ahead. Canada has to scramble for it. Petrinos scoops it up and boots it out. But a huge opportunity now for the U.S. Only about 15 meters away from the try line. So strong work there from the U.S. and a nice little kick through that really put the Canadians back on their heels. Best they could do there from Petrinos was to just boot that one away, as the Toronto Saracens player was under immense pressure. So under 6 minutes left to play. U.S. looking to notch on another 5 up on the board. They'll go to the middle again. Nice snag. Into the maul. They've got to work this one back. Not a whole lot of movement here. Comes all the way to the back, and they're able to take it out and move things on. Berg with the pass. Now they look to spin it out to the far side. But Canada was there to stifle the attack. Met them immediately at the 22-meter line. Strong charge for the Eagles. Now Zachary able to corral it, but again, tackled immediately, did not release. She was taken to deck, popped right back up, but again, once you are tackled and held, you must release. She did not. Now Tessier will look to relieve the pressure. Nice kick, not sure if it's going to find touch. And it's scooped up. Johnson with beautiful hands. The Olympian showing off the skills. Her third catch out of the midair. And all three, not the easiest, but a huge counter ruck that time as the U.S. was slow to get to the ruck. Able to retain possession now. Things starting to open up a little bit here for the Eagles. Bravalala. Skip pass. Just bobbled and knocked away. Knock on the call there as Rachel Johnson could not come away with that one. Now the penalty is awarded to Canada. We're under 5 minutes left to play here. Not releasing the call. As Tessier makes sure this time. Into touch we go. More substitutions here for the U.S. That is Book-a-Boom going off the pitch. Excuse me, Sommer off the pitch now. So a line out here for the Maple Leafs. Right at the U.S. 10-meter line. Nice little delay. And beautiful pass out to the back pod. Able to take that one clean. Not rolling away the call. Strasco aggressive in the ruck, but maybe a little too much. Not rolling away the call. And Tessier will look to pin it deep now. Finds touch and sets up another line out here for the Canadians. Directly at the 22-meter line here. Strong lineouts have been the name of the game here for the Canadians. They have been clinical. This time up over the top, and it's the U.S. back in possession. Come back though. And we'll have a free kick here. I believe early jump is the call. So early lift. Again, this is a free kick, not a full penalty. They'll quick tap and take it on. Into contact. Now goes Canadians. Emma Taylor with it. U.S. straight through the ruck. Penalty is awarded. So penalty advantage now being played here for Canada. Canada about 15 meters out. Still with advantage. They'll take it back into contact. Now they'll look to spin it. Try and make something happen there on the far side. Strong defense from the U.S. stifles that attack. Now look to spin it outside yet again. Not sure if she was able to hang on. Referee says it did go back. But we'll come all the way back here for the penalty. As Amy Barrett Throne, our referee, maybe thought about a card there. Did not go for the card, though. Didn't reach into the pocket. Just about 3.5 minutes left to play. Will be a penalty from almost straight between the posts. Canada does look like they will take the scrum here, though. See what they finally do decide. And yes, scrum chosen. Again, thank you so much for joining us. Round 2 of the Can-Am series. Aggregate score wins the series. First match 19-0 in favor of Canada. So with a 25-point lead here, able to push it to a 44-point advantage.
It is on one.
But you've got to say, the Eagles have fought hard out here. Just a couple of mistakes and just too much strong passing and openings for Canadians. They really got it done with a lot of nice little offloads and, again, using the space wisely to get around the Americans. And found gaps, especially here in the second half with 4 tries. Take it off the back. Little pass, Jacobson all the way across. Skip pass here to the near side of the pitch. Take it into contact now. Josephson. Brings it out. Just a couple meters inside that 22-meter line. They'll come back weak. But a strong tackle. Good work there from the Americans. So it was Neighbor Bonte. Got the hair involved with a big tackle there. Peel this one off the side of the ruck. In Canada just slowing things down right now. Pick and goes. One after the other here. 2.5 minutes left to play. Now Jacobson will spin this one out. Quick kick up over the top by Taylor Black. First touch from the Americans, but it is Canada that is able to come through and get that one grounded for the try. So kick did hit the deck. And luckily the support there for Canada was able to arrive just in time to scoop that one up and score. So unlucky for the Americans. It is Canada that's able to extend their lead now 52-22. I believe that was Gillian Bogue with her second try of the match there. Still have a minute or so left to play after this kick is made. We hope you enjoyed the Can-Am series this year. Been a great opportunity for so many young athletes to get out on the pitch here today and on Wednesday. So Irene Petrinos looks to set this one up. Mississauga, Ontario native. Lines up the kick. Not an easy one there. Near the corner of the pitch. Strong strike. Off the post, no good. So a huge kick that time. Just not enough from Petrinos, and our score remains 52-22. And an offensive explosion here in the second half for Canada. 38 points in the second half, doubling up their entire game total from Wednesday. Kick taken cleanly here by the Canadians. Into contact now goes Lavalley. Support arrives in time as the Hooter sounds. Again, official time is on the referee's watch and a penalty awarded here to the Americans, looking to end this one on a high note. Take their time to come together with an attacking strategy here.
3.16.
Bravalala is going to come in for the kick to touch.
Camera 1 set 3.16.
Unable to get this one into the 22-meter line, but we'll have our line out here, about 25 meters out.
I'm on f-stop 3.6.
Joanna Kidlinski looks to throw this one in here. Experienced front rower, can play any three of those positions with the perfect throw here, and the U.S. mauls their way inside the 22-meter line. Need to have that ball presentable there off the maul. They do so, and Berg gets them off and running again. Little inside pass. Heinrich with it now, dragging defenders. About 10 meters out here are the Eagles, looking to end this one with a try. Inside ball to Duncan. Little one-handed pass. They're off to the side to Rachel Johnson. Berg again. Looking for some space here. Maya learned. Into contact. Now they'll look to spin it all the way to the outside, up over the top. Zachary with it now. Into contact, 5 meters out. She leans in for the score. USA Eagles captain Kate Zachary leads the way yet again with her first try of the match. And the Eagles are able to tack on 5 more points. And like I've been saying all match, a tremendous effort for these ladies out here for the USA. Canada just a bit too much on the day, especially here in the second half. But 2 tries for the Eagles here in the final 40 minutes. Not quite enough, though. 52-27 your score. Beautiful pass that time. I believe that was Hingano. Was able to go up over the top there. Find Zachary. She had runners there on the far side of the pitch with her, but she shows the strength and athleticism to take it all the way in herself. Bowie will line this one up here for the Eagles. So this should be final play here. Bravala with one final look. Steps and strikes. Nice high kick. Just off the mark to the right, no good, and that will do it. Referee Barrett Thornton sounds the whistle, and the USA fall to Canada 52-27 in a great effort for both teams. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a fantastic week out here in Chula Vista, California. I'm Tim Wilkes. Thank you so much to all of our crew here on site. Hope everyone has a great rest of your Sunday evening. Thank you so much for checking out the Can-Am series here on Flow Rugby.
Risk and